Hey everybody, John with HillCo here. It's December 13th, 2022. I have some exciting news to share. We've been promising for the last week or two in some of our emails and Facebook posts. We had some big news coming, and I'm here to tell you about it finally. It's been a couple weeks here since we closed on a new piece of property, and just been really busy getting ready for the Hive Life conference here coming up next month in Tennessee and various other things, working on this building and such. I've not gotten around to shooting this video, but anyway, so big news. In less than 3 years in business, we are now have purchased our third building. Our first building was about 3,000 square foot machine shed at our home place down in El Paso, Illinois, about 12 miles south of here. And we started out there. Within a year or so, we'd outgrown that, or maybe only a few months actually, we probably had outgrown that. And so we purchased a 6,000 square foot warehouse building here in Minonk, Illinois, which is about 12 miles north of where we live, where we started out there. And it took us about a year and a half to outgrow that building and the building at home. We've been using both. So now we have purchased a 24,000 square foot former commercial bakery here in Minonk, Illinois, the same town as we've been operating from. And so it's really exciting. It's a big project, but I'm going to give you a quick little tour here. All right, so here you go. Again, about a 24,000 square foot building. This north building here, it's actually three buildings put together. This building you can see here on the north part with the loading docks back there, and then we have kind of the center part of the brick, kind of where you see all that 2x4 lumber on the front there. We're getting ready to put metal in the front of this building, so kind of the whole length of where all that new lumber is was the second part of the middle part of the building, which was built in 1926. This north part here we think was built probably earlier in the 20s. It was originally a garage, an automobile garage. That center opening there with the small window in it was the garage door, and then to the right of that, where you can see the new OSB sheeting there, was the door and the window where the entryway was for that. And we'll have a fun surprise for that sometime. We'll show you, because we made a really cool discovery when we uncovered part of that. So got a car coming by here. But anyway, and then the far south part there, the kind of tannish colored part of the building, was a steel frame addition built in 1984, from what we can tell. So altogether, it's about 200 feet long, and part of it is 150 feet deep. The other part's about 90 or 100 feet, about 100 feet deep. So yeah, it's definitely a big old building. So right out here we got a crew working on, as I said, putting some furring material on the outside here, some lumber they're fastening to the brick and other materials that make up this front wall here. And we're going to be putting new metal, barn metal, on the front of this to make it look really, really neat. And we'll give you a sneak peek to a mock-up drawing we have of that at some point here too. So I'm going to sneak inside here now. Start you here in the north part of the building. We've already done some work in here. Maybe we'll post some pictures sometime showing some of the changes we made. But so this again was the part that was originally the automobile garage. There's part where the door opening would have been. We had two storefronts, a storefront opening here and an opening here from back in the 1920s. So I just personally get really kind of stoked about these vintage buildings and stuff like this. It's really, really neat. You can see these old wood trusses. They're quite the setup. So we had to put 6x6 posts at the end of each truss, because some of them were starting to rot off there where they met into the brick wall. But anyway, again, we don't know exactly when this part of the building became part of the bakery. We know the bakery moved into the center building in about 1937, and so I really have no idea. I would guess somewhere back in the 50s or 60s they would have moved into here. But we got two loading docks here, which we're really excited about, which we've already used. As you can see, we brought some material in here, extractor tanks and bottling tanks, things like that. We got a bunch of lumber back there that we've staged ready for some of the construction projects, because I tell people this building is about 24,000 square feet of space, and every square foot needs work. It's a project for sure, but we got it at a good price, and we're also excited for the town here. This is a small town. We're in about 2,200 people. This town just is, you know, like a lot of small towns in America, just has faded over the years, not what it used to be. There's the dock doors. Those are really, really cool. We're excited about that. Just so nice to be able to back semis up there and to load and unload. It's been really, really nice so far. We've used it a couple times. Got a big old 24-foot door here. But anyway, yeah, this building, again, built in the, why is my finger in front of the camera? There we go. This building has just been sitting here about empty for about 20 years. The bakery closed in May of 2001. Another gentleman did own the building for several years and did some warehousing out of it, but from what we can tell, didn't give the building an awful lot of attention, just kind of used it for storage and kind of moved on later. So anyway, we're really excited to breathe some new life into this building. It's been sitting here becoming kind of an eyesore for a long time now, and so it's good for our business, it's good for the town, and it's been fun because a lot of people here in town, you know, some of them worked at the bakery years ago when it was still running, and others have just, you know, known about it for a long time, driven by it so many times over the years, and they're really excited to see something getting done with it. So we're excited about that too. Again, great for our business, but we're also, it's something I really personally wanted to do for the town, just because, you know, it you know, to see this building, you know, if we could build something new eventually, but to see this building continue to sit here and fall in and deteriorate would have been kind of hard too. So we're gonna put a lot of work into it, a lot of money into it, and it's gonna be nice. So I'll keep the tour up here. Let me turn the camera. As you can see, so we just got some blowing rain through here last night and this morning, and unfortunately we knew there was roof problems, but they're worse than I expected. So we've got a lot of water various places in the building. I just had a roofer here today doing some more looking around, and it's not a pretty sight, but you know, again, nothing a lot of money and elbow grease can't fix, and I guess we'll do enough borrowing and begging to get what we need. But as you can see, it's a big warehouse, so it just keeps going and going in some places. You got lean-tos added on here. Back in here we've got some space and some more space. Again, and more water leaks to go with that. You can see more puddles on the floor. So back in here, behind these walls is bathrooms, some office space, which I'm not gonna take you back in there. It's kind of dark and pretty dingy right now, but more office space that we're gonna renovate and make a nice bigger showroom than we have now, and add more office space. We're gonna add right in this area in here, more office space, and then in here, this whole area is going to be our workshop area. We got to pour some new concrete in here because we got some concrete buckling and stuff there. This building is sat again unheated, uncooled for so many years, temperature changes and stuff, and just a lot of things deteriorate when it's not inhabited and not taken care of. So anyway, we're going to put about a 2,500 square foot workshop in this area here for the guys to build extractors and do all the things they do. Crank out those lovely, beautiful extractors that you all love so much. Back in here is more area. I won't take you back. There's more storage beyond that. We got tons of pallet racking here, which we were able to work into the deal. Came with the building, which was a real blessing. But I'll show you something else really cool. Check out that main panel coming in. This building has 1,200 amp service coming in. It's got 3-phase. It's got, I think we've counted so far, at least 26 different power electrical panels in this building. It's just got electrical out the wazoo because it was a bakery, of course, and so we're excited about that. It's going to give us plenty of options if we, you know, for saws, for equipment, for welders, for, you know, so many different things. We will have the power to run it. So this part of the building we're initially planning to make kind of our main warehouse. This is, of course, the newest part of the building, which, as I said, was built in 1984, all steel framed. We've already done some work in here. There was, along this whole back wall here where those pallets were, there was a mezzanine and a concrete block, kind of a washroom back there, which, as you can see, some of the rubble still from us tearing that out. There was also just dozens and dozens of fluorescent lights hanging way down from the rafter, or from the trusses there, and from the ceiling, from the roof purlins were hanging way down, only about 10 feet above the ground. So it really made this space, which is we got, I think, 20 or 22 foot walls in here. It really made this space feel so much more closed in. So we cut all those down and hung these new LED high bay lights. It's so much brighter, so much more open in here. It's just really, really neat. So we have more. There's another lean-to which accesses through a small door on the side, but there's another lean-to back in behind this wall. So we're going to cut a door opening right in there to have some more access. So this will be a heated warehouse space here. And then it's about 5,000 square feet right here, and then we'll have another couple thousand square feet back in there, and then we'll have more space all down through here. Plenty more space for cold storage of overstock of product, pallets of boxes, pallets of frames, pallets of whatever, and assembled extractors. So this building is really going to be huge for us opportunity wise. I guess I'll take you out back while we're at it here. It's just going to create a huge opportunity for us as we grow, and I was really but I was really encouraged the other day. I met with the city administrator here in town and looked over some zoning situations here and our square footage that this property sits on, and joining lots to the north, and it's really exciting. We have the potential with this property because it's a downtown area. There's a lot of potential to, as we grow, we can almost double the size of this building on this same property here without having to buy more ground. We can almost double the size of this if we do it right, and still be legal by the zoning and stuff. So you can probably hear noise of the tools behind me, them guys on the other side running hammer drills trying to drill into that brick and hang all those 2x4s to hang the metal once we get there. So anyway, I'll turn the camera back around. So this is, again, the back side of that warehouse area. We got a nasty little door there. We're going to cut that open bigger and put a 12 by 12 door there so we can back up the UPS truck. And this doors has been falling apart, so we had to rip it out completely and build a temporary door there until the new door comes in. You know, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but everything is really hard to get these days. It's hard to get materials. It's hard to get contractors. Everybody's busy, which is good. And yeah, quick story here. So it's a 30-yard dumpster, the biggest our dumpster guy offers, and we've filled, I think, 6 of these already, maybe 7. This is either the 7th or 8th, I can't remember for sure. But so this building had a whole semi-load of cheap imitation Chinese flowers, imitation flowers in it. So we had to dispose of all that when we got the building. So I think we hauled 4 dumpsters of that out, and then just other stuff we've been tearing out and making destruction. Has been it's been fun. Got a big old chimney up there from the old bakery days, and there's the outside of that power panel. We got like a 4-inch gas line coming in, huge amount of gas for the bakery ovens. Anyway, this is the back side of the building. There's insulation, hardboard polyiso foam insulation that we're going to use on the inside, on the ceilings in some areas there later on. So anyway, that is the quick 5-cent tour. So hope you enjoyed this. Again, we're really excited, putting a lot of energy into this project, and we expect this is going to really be hugely beneficial to our business over the years and our ability to serve our customers by having product, having more, higher volumes of product, being able to stock more, being able to build more extractors and things like that ahead, because we actually have a place to put them. And so yeah, it's gonna be really great. So anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned. There's gonna be lots of exciting updates. I hope you enjoy seeing pictures of an old junky building getting renovated, because you're probably gonna see a lot of it. So anyway, those of you that are coming to Hive Life, we will see you then, and stay tuned and have a great day.